Pisces. Song that's playing for you is Wicked. Alright? So whether you dealing with wicked people or you wicked yourself. And because the situation is ended and nobody can be wicked in Cancer. You may be dealing with a Cancer because Cancer had this song too, but I also just did Cancer, so you don't got to be dealing with a Cancer. Look, Tower on the bottom, upright. Behind that, Death in reverse. So you may be ending a situation with wicked people around you, even and it's like they don't want that situation to end, or you're the wicked person and something is falling, or something's ended with a situation with Pisces. And Pisces doesn't want that situation to end. But whether you were lying or someone outside you was lying to you, and that situation is coming to a close now. And so there's no cards out yet, so this is all speculation. See, the song is almost over, so a wicked situation is coming to an end.
All right, huddle up. Olivia, chip formation.
You may be thinking right now, Pisces. All right. First card out is 9 of Coins upright, Pisces. There you go. After look on the bottom, you got the 10 of Cups. You got the 9 of Coins upright. So you may feel abundance in your space, whether it's third dimensionally. You got a lot of money. You got a lot of time. You got a lot of energy. You have enough to share and as well as give to yourself, or to invest in whatever you want to invest in. You're abundant in some way, shape, or form. But that's after an emotional loss in some way, shape, or form. Whether it was a family type situation, or you had to lose friends, you had to lose associates, you had to lose a relationship. Whatever it was, you went through an emotional damaging situation. Yeah, look, you had to walk away from something you were emotionally invested in. Look, you stopped nurturing something. You had to stop nurturing something and walk away from it because how you thought about it already was in a lower space. Look, solid. Now you only focus on what's solid because you're solid. You're realizing whatever you're invested into or whatever you're giving your time and energy to, whatever you're manifesting is solid. So now you're going to continue to give your time and energy to that. You're no longer expressing yourself or investing in immaturity accepting immaturity from yourself or accepting immaturity from people outside of you. 90 days. Miles away is too many. Look, 10 of Swords in reverse. You healing. Whether you got over something that was expressed to you, look, you got your mind, you got your head. Again, whether you got the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords, and the 9 of Coins upright. Listen, it's like you bouncing back from something. After something fell, after something ended, something had to fall, whether it was a relationship, friendships, partnerships, an idea you invested in that wasn't as solid as you thought it was, people you invested in that weren't as solid as you thought they were. Whatever it was, something came crashing down. Now, that falling brought you out of your head and put you in the space to get over what you thought was the truth, or what you thought. You feel me? How you thought something should happen. And that puts you in the space to find your abundance again. Now you can, if you're abundant in thought, you can develop ideas and you can build stable businesses and things you want to invest in. Stable moral systems, stable, you feel me? Something you can give yourself to. If it's third dimensional, you got a lot of time, you got a lot of money, or you got a lot of energy. You solid. After an ending in some way, shape, or form. Excited. Ooh, see, someone outside you may be stressing out in some way, shape, or form. Someone outside you can't get out of their head regarding a situation. All right, because someone outside you may feel like something's unfair or unjust. Or if it's you versus you, you may be still in your head. You still may be thinking about something. It's like you're in a healed position, but it's like you're in a better space. You're in an abundant space, but you still may be emotionally wounded over something that has occurred, thus putting you in a space you can't stop thinking about something. You're in your mind, but your physical body is showing yourself up. You feel me? It's like if it's you versus you, how you're projecting yourself, You're showing yourself as stable. You're showing yourself as abundant. You're showing yourself as I'm over it in some way, shape, or form. That's how you're projecting yourself. That's your sun. That's how you're expressing yourself. But how you actually are mentally upstairs, you can't stop thinking about something. You can't sleep at night because you can't stop thinking about something. You may wish you didn't. You may wish you didn't do something, or you wish you didn't go in this direction, or you wish you didn't express yourself a certain type of way. If it's you versus someone outside of you can't stop thinking about a space or a situation with you. So put your foot in the shoe that fits you, Pisces. If you know you're showing yourself, you're showing a smile, but you know that smile is a mask and you can't stop thinking about something, Pisces, then this is for you. Look, you may realize you can't heal from something, or you feel like you can't heal a situation, or you can't heal a friendship, can't heal a relationship, can't heal a partnership. Look, trust nobody. See, now you don't trust no. It's like you've been in a situation, and after that situation fell, after that friend group, after that relationship, after that those family members, you having a hard time trusting people because you had to let something go. And you may feel like you can't heal, or something you couldn't heal you had to let go of. Now you can't, it's like you stressing, you can't stop thinking about it, but you're not showing it. You feel me? You showing otherwise. And if it's you versus people outside of you it's like people outside of you are stressing because you no longer investing in the friendships, relationships, partnerships with them. You just going in your own direction regarding your abundance. Because you realize those people, those friends, what they were communicating or what they were saying to you was only killing your dreams or killing your mentalities or killing your ideas, killing your investments. You feel me? So now you don't trust nobody with your dreams, with your ideas, with your perspectives. Look, that put you in conflict once upon a time. Yeah, if it's you versus someone outside of you, someone outside of you is in a state of conflict or mental conflict, or just because they can't express themselves to you a certain type of way because you got over a situation already. Again, if it's friends, it's like you got over these friendships. You let these friends go because they were killing your dreams, or they were just talking lower or down on whatever you were passionate about. Whether it was your friends talking down on your relationship or whatever it was, you feel me? Family members talking down on what you wanted to invest your time into. Once you got over that, you found abundance in that space. So it's like whatever people were talking down on, it's actually abundant for you. So it's like whatever. So if you were like a creative or a freelancer, people would talk down on what you were doing for your freelance work. But then at the same time, on the same coin, it turned out in your favor once you got over what they were saying to you about it. Now those people are stressed out because they already done talked they already done said whatever they said about what you're doing, and they can't express themselves emotionally to you because what you're doing works. And they stress because they're not a part of it. If it's you versus you, you're showing yourself as abundant. You're showing yourself as healed and over a situation, over something that died, over something that fell. But you may be in conflict because you want to continue to work on something. And you're stressed because you don't know how to work on something, because you can't express yourself a certain type of way. You feel me? So there's two whole different sides on the coin. Pisces, put your foot in the shoe that fits you. It's like you've been through a situation that forced you to trust nobody. Now on the outside, you're showing it's like you got over those friends, you got over the losses, you got over what you had to lose, and now you're showing yourself as stable, you're showing yourself as, you're balanced in some way, shape, or form, but you actually can't stop thinking about something. You feel like something's unfair. If it's you versus you feel like something's unfair, and you can't stop thinking about something that's unfair. Whether you got these two have been coming out a lot. Justice in reverse and the Two of Coins in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords upright. And then the Two of Cups up right behind that. And the Ten of Wands. All right, look. If it's you versus you, you feel you're sure how you're showing yourself to your external world. You're showing yourself as balanced to the outside world, because it's like you don't want people to see you sweat or see your true face in some way, shape, or form. Because you feel like something's unfair because you invested in a passion. You made a decision. You emotionally invested in something that you thought would bring you to a higher realm. So you made a decision to invest in this passion. Look at the Ace of Wands, though. It's in reverse. What you actually invested in brought you burdens and broke your heart. You feel like it's unfair because you can't express yourself anymore to a certain space or to certain people, or just you can't express yourself a certain type of way. So you're stressing out because look, you feel something's unbalanced. You should have walked away from something you didn't walk away from, so it fell. Now you may feel weak, but how you're showing yourself as stable. You're showing yourself as balanced, but you're not. In regards to something you did, you thought you could have your way in the situation, and it only blew up on you. Now you don't want your outside world to see what you actually going through. If that's the case for you, if it's you versus someone outside of you took an action in regards to a situation with you. They invested in something. It's like someone tried to manipulate you in some way, shape, or form to get you to do something. Now you're over the situation and you got your mind back in that space, but you may still be in that space and you feel like, and that is someone feels like something's unfair because they can no longer express themselves to you a certain type of way. Woo! Put your foot in the shoe that fits you though. One more card for Pisces. Yeah, you trying to come up with an idea, but you can't because you feel like something's unfair. If it's you versus you feel like something's unfair. You can't stop thinking about something, but you can't express yourself how you used to express yourself regarding the space. You're showing yourself one way, but how you are internally is a whole different way. You want to invest, you want to do something, you want to take action, but you can't come up with an idea on what to do. If it's you versus someone outside of you is stressed because it's like you left the situation with them and they want to try to bring balance to a situation because they feel like a judgment you made is unfair and they're in conflict, they're in their head, but they can't come up with an idea on how to bring balance to a situation with you. So whether you were trying to have your way and it fucked you up, but you don't want to let people see you sweat, or someone was trying to have their way in a space with you and it fucked them up and they don't want, and it's like they're trying to come up with an idea on how to reinvest because whatever they were talking down on is actually working for you. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you, Pisces. I'm gonna fuck with you.